Welcome to Book of Motivation channel. Have you ever asked yourself a simple but powerful question? Why do some people achieve their dreams while others stay stuck in the same place for years? Every morning, millions of people wake up with goals, dreams, and plans. They promise themselves they will start exercising tomorrow, learn a new skill next week, or work harder next month. Yet, tomorrow turns into next week. Next week becomes next year, and suddenly many years have passed with very little change. If you look closely at your own daily habits, you might notice the same pattern. Maybe you wake up and check your phone before doing anything productive. Maybe you delay the tasks that truly matter. Maybe you feel motivated for a few days, but then slowly fall back into old habits. This struggle is something almost everyone faces, but according to Jack Ma, the difference between those who succeed and those who fail often comes down to one powerful word: discipline. When Jack Ma once spoke about success, he emphasized a simple but uncomfortable truth. If you want to succeed, you must sometimes force yourself to be disciplined. At first, that idea sounds harsh. After all, people love the idea of passion, talent, or inspiration leading them towards success. It feels more exciting to believe that successful people simply wake up feeling motivated every day. But the reality is very different. Even the most successful entrepreneurs, leaders, and creators often struggle with the same distractions and doubts that you experience. The difference is that they do not wait for motivation to arrive. Instead, they build the habit of discipline even when they do not feel like it. Think about your own daily life for a moment. How many times have you planned to start something important but ended up postponing it? Maybe you planned to learn English, start a YouTube channel, improve your health, or develop a new skill that could change your future. The idea was exciting at the beginning. You imagined how proud you would feel when you finally achieved your goal. But then reality appeared. The work felt difficult, the results were slow, and suddenly the excitement began to fade. This is the exact moment where discipline becomes more powerful than motivation. Discipline is not something people are born with. It is something people build through small actions repeated every day. Jack Ma himself was not born into success. In fact, his early life was filled with failure and rejection. When he was young, he struggled in school. He failed his college entrance exam multiple times before finally passing. Later, when he applied for jobs, he was rejected again and again. In one famous story, he applied for a job at KFC along with 23 other people. 22 were accepted. He was the only one rejected. Imagine how discouraging that must have felt. Many people would have given up at that point and believed that success simply was not meant for them. But Jack Ma chose a different path. Instead of allowing rejection to define his future, he forced himself to keep learning, keep improving, and keep moving forward. This is where discipline truly begins. It starts at the moment when life becomes uncomfortable. Anyone can work hard when they feel excited and inspired, but discipline is what pushes you to continue when you feel tired, discouraged, or uncertain. It is the decision to wake up early even when your bed feels comfortable. It is the choice to study when others are relaxing. It is the courage to continue building your dream even when nobody believes in it yet. Many people misunderstand discipline. They think it means living a life without joy, freedom, or relaxation. But in reality, discipline creates freedom. When you discipline yourself to learn valuable skills, you gain the freedom to build the career you want. When you discipline yourself to manage your time wisely, you gain the freedom to enjoy life without constant stress. When you discipline yourself to care for your health, you gain the freedom to live with energy and strength. Discipline is not punishment. It is the foundation that supports the life you truly want. Jack Ma often speaks about long-term thinking. He reminds people that success rarely happens overnight. Many young people today look at successful individuals and only see the final result, the wealth, the recognition, the achievements. What they do not see are the years of quiet effort that came before. Behind every visible success story are thousands of invisible hours of discipline. Hours spent studying, practicing, experimenting, failing, and trying again. Consider a simple example from everyday life. Imagine two people who both dream of improving their future. The first person waits until they feel motivated before taking action. Some days they work hard, but many days they do nothing. The second person builds a small daily routine. They decide to dedicate just 1 hour every day to learning a new skill. At first, the difference between these two people seems small, but over time, the gap becomes enormous. After 1 year, the disciplined person has invested more than 365 hours into personal growth. After 5 years, they have invested over 1,800 hours. That consistent effort transforms their abilities, their confidence, and their opportunities. This is the power of forcing yourself to be disciplined. It does not mean you must work endlessly or sacrifice every moment of happiness. It simply means you commit to the actions that move your life forward even when your emotions try to pull you in a different direction. Discipline is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. Another important lesson Jack Ma often shares is that discipline must be connected to purpose. If you try to force discipline without understanding why your goal matters, it will feel exhausting and meaningless. But when your goal connects to something deeply important, your family, your future, your desire to contribute to the world, discipline becomes easier to maintain. You begin to see each small effort as part of a larger mission.
Think about why you want to succeed. Maybe you want to provide a better life for your family. Maybe you want to escape financial stress. Maybe you want to prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you once believed. Whatever your reason may be, hold on to it tightly. Let it guide your daily decisions. When you feel tempted to give up, remember the bigger picture. Of course, discipline does not mean perfection. Everyone experiences setbacks. Even the most successful people have days where they lose focus or make mistakes. The key is not to avoid failure, but to respond to it wisely. Discipline means returning to your path after each setback. It means learning from mistakes rather than allowing them to stop your progress. One of the greatest challenges people face today is distraction. Modern technology provides endless entertainment and information. While these tools can be helpful, they can also make discipline much harder. It is easy to spend hours scrolling through social media, watching videos, or browsing the internet without realizing how much time has passed. Meanwhile, the goals that truly matter slowly fade into the background. This is why disciplined individuals often create systems that protect their focus. They set clear schedules, they limit unnecessary distractions, they design their environment to support productivity rather than temptation. These small strategies help transform discipline from a daily struggle into a sustainable habit. Another powerful aspect of discipline is patience. In a world that celebrates instant results, patience has become rare. Many people expect success to arrive quickly. When progress feels slow, they assume they are failing. But Jack Ma repeatedly reminds people that meaningful success requires time. Just as a tree takes years to grow strong roots before it produces fruit, your efforts may take time before visible results appear. Imagine planting a seed in the ground. If you dig it up every day to check whether it is growing, you will destroy it. Growth requires consistent care and patience. Discipline is the act of watering that seed every day, even when you cannot yet see the results above the surface. Another important element of discipline is self-awareness. To build better habits, you must understand your own weaknesses. Maybe you struggle with procrastination. Maybe you lose focus easily. Maybe you start many projects but finish very few. Recognizing these patterns is not a sign of failure. It is the first step toward improvement. Once you understand your weaknesses, you can design strategies to overcome them. If you tend to procrastinate, break large tasks into smaller steps. If distractions are a problem, create specific periods where your phone or internet is turned off. If consistency is difficult, start with very small daily commitments and gradually increase them. Over time, these small improvements begin to reshape your identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who occasionally works hard. Instead, you begin to see yourself as someone who is disciplined. This shift in identity is incredibly powerful. When discipline becomes part of who you are, maintaining productive habits becomes much easier. Jack Ma's message about forcing discipline also highlights the importance of responsibility. No one else can build your future for you. Teachers, mentors, and family members can offer guidance, but the daily effort must come from within. Waiting for perfect conditions or external encouragement often leads to endless delays. Successful individuals take responsibility for their progress. They understand that their daily choices shape their long-term outcomes. Each decision, How they spend their time, what they choose to learn, how they respond to challenges contributes to the direction of their life. This mindset transforms obstacles into opportunities. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" disciplined individuals ask, "What can I learn from this experience?" They treat challenges as training rather than punishment. Over many years, these habits compound into remarkable results. What once felt like forcing discipline becomes a natural part of life. The person who once struggled to maintain focus now finds satisfaction in productive work. The person who once doubted their abilities now approaches new challenges with confidence. If you are listening to this message today, consider where you currently stand. Are your daily habits moving you closer to your dreams, or are they quietly holding you back? Are you waiting for motivation to appear, or are you willing to create discipline even when motivation disappears? The truth is that success rarely depends on one dramatic moment. It is built through thousands of small decisions made consistently over time. Each morning presents a new opportunity to choose discipline. Each hour offers a chance to invest in your future. You do not need to transform your life overnight. Start with one small commitment. Perhaps you dedicate 30 minutes each day to learning a valuable skill. Perhaps you begin waking up earlier to focus on your goals. Perhaps you create a schedule that protects time for personal growth. These small actions may feel insignificant at first, but their impact grows with time. Just as drops of water can eventually carve through stone, consistent discipline can reshape your entire future. Remember the lesson behind Jack Ma's words. Success is not reserved for the most talented or the most fortunate. It often belongs to those who are willing to remain disciplined long after others have given up. So today, ask yourself one final question. What kind of future do you truly want to create? If the answer is a life of growth, purpose, and achievement, then the path forward is clear. Begin building discipline today. Start with small steps, stay consistent, and refuse to let temporary discomfort stop you from pursuing lasting success. Your future is shaped by what you do repeatedly. The habits you build today become the results you experience tomorrow. If this message resonated with you, do not let it remain just another idea you heard and forgot. Take action right now. Choose one habit you will commit to starting today. Write it down. Make a promise to yourself and begin the